we would start rolling hard, and the dust would start to fly.
What sort of job was this you were working?
We was hoeing cotton, corn, cane, and so forth and so on. And then sometime it would come a rain, it'd get too wet, boggy to hoe. We would get ditch bank blades. There would be only 4 to the ditch, 2 to the side. And we'd have the boss man to stand on the other end. And we'd try to see who could get there first. To show our good warden the thanks that we had give to him. So it rolled on a while longer. We decided that things wasn't going right, that we could get a little bit better. A few days, years rolled by. It come a strike back at old Camp I, somewhere about May the 20th, 1952. Everybody decided we wasn't going to let nobody out. We locked the doors, turned the cell room men out, and all us big striped boys, we stayed inside. So one hollered, said, well, we going to stay here and we going to go down together. One hollered, said, let's do this thing logical and do it right. I cracked back, said, well, we better try to get some water in here before we close this last door. So about 3:30 or 4 o'clock that morning, up popped the yard captain down to the cell. Cried out, say, ain't nobody coming out this morning. We looking for high wages. Say, what you mean by high wages? Say, we tired of the food we eating. We want to see Mr. Reed Kozak, which is the mercy man. So the yard captain, he didn't discover what we was meaning. He went back and got the big captain of the camp. He come down, which was Mr. Ball. He came down to the cell, stuck his head to the window, and he hollered loud, what's the matter with you boys? We hollered, we don't want to see you. We want to see Mr. Reed Kozak.
Why'd you call him the mercy man?
The mercy man. Because he was the man that cut out all hard labor, gave 8-hour shift on Angola, stopped them from working from 4 in the morning till after dark in the evening. So, rocks on a few days longer, few hours rather, longer. Then he came, here come the warden. Warden D.D. Baser, he got a cork leg. Boys, you just should ought to been there where the word was said when he come up to the window.
Yeah.
He come up to the window. He said, nah, I wants to know what is the matter with my old niggas. Them was the words he cracked.
My old what?
My old niggas.
Yeah.
So one of the boys said, you been shucking us long enough. Say, we don't want to see you no how. We want to see Mr. Reed Kozak. You been shucking us for a long time, and we don't want to hear nothing else you got to say. So
Shucking us? What's that?
Shucking us for a long time. That means just jiving us,
Oh.
talking good to us to get us to do the work,
Yeah.
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 So one of the boys cracked to him and said, we don't want to see you no how. We want to see Mr. Reed Kozak. So you've been shucking us long enough. Say, you've been telling us about if you had your way, you would turn all the white boys loose and hold all the niggas. Saying, we don't want to hear that kind of talk no how, because all of us to know could have committed a crime, and that a penance we got to pay. So he leaves and he goes up on the hill, and about an hour later, about 9:30, man, you should have been there to look up the road to see what was coming down the line. It was cars behind cars. It looked like there was going to be an army there. I told one of the boys, I said, well, I said, y'all can get your hats tight because your white trouble just began. He asked me, said, what you mean? I said, y'all come Walden Basin, look like the state troopers from Baton Rouge, all the whole police force out of Baton Rouge, and part of them out of New Orleans coming this the way. So, man, see, you kidding. That's just somebody just coming in. So they rolled up to the gate. Man, they fell out like it was a gang of gangsters in the yard. Machine guns, shotguns, sawed-off shotgun, pistols, and rifles, too. Also, the inmate guard, they commenced to falling out with their guns and shotguns and pistols and baseball bat. In a few minutes, here come a whole truckload of baseball bat, pick hounds, hoe hounds, and all of that, guards with them, all from Camp A. They come in, commenced to falling in. Walden D.D. Basie hollers to well, says, y'all coming out or we gonna have to come and get you. So old big boy there, call him Big Mike, say if you want us, come and get us. That's the time they shot off a tear gas bomb inside the cell. And the big man that hollered, if you want us, come get him, he the first man that hit. It hit him the first time and it commenced to frying like he was frying meat. He squalled out loud, oh, open the door. Which door can I come out of? They said it's a one-way ticket. You can come out of that door or don't come out at all. That's the time the second tear gas went off. I was under the bed with my fan on and a wet blanket around which the tear gas wouldn't come through. So I heard Big Mikey holler, so open the door quick. Open the door and open it quick and open it wide because we coming out in a hurry. We can't stand this much more longer. Told him to shoot a nut in the inside. That was the third one went off. Boy, and that hit Big Mike dead in the chest. He hollers that don't murder me because I'm coming out now. So if you don't open the door, I'm going to make a door open. So they opened the door. It coming out. And man, you just should ought to been there to see how that they was hitting them with them baseball bats. You thought they was having a ball game out there. Some was running and some was hollering, but that still didn't help them none at all because they was knocking home runs on their head, back, just anywhere they could get a lick at. And them guards wasn't having no mercy because they was mad and hungry and their food wasn't half fit to eat. But that was the first morning they had ever had a breakfast at Camp I. They had ham, they had eggs, they had biscuits. Something had never happened at Camp I before. So they carried 75 up on the hill at the general hospital, back in the cell. That what it was called, the place, the dungeon, the place of punishment off of bread and water. They put them in there for the space of time. Mr. D.D. Basie, he began to get handy, he began to run. Instead of coming out the front gate, he went out the back. That's the way Mr. Reed Kozak come in on. And he cut him off on the back as he was coming across the ferry. Mr. Reed Kozak turned him around, told him, said, come on back, bud, ain't no use to run, said, because I've been hearing a whole lot that you've been carrying on. So they come on back. Mr. Reed Kozak, he made an offer to the boys, the thing that had never been done. Gonna give them clean clothes, high as 2 and 3 times a week. White linens on the bed, which that was something strange. We didn't know what white linen was. And part of the time didn't have blankets to keep warm by. So that was a whole lot of burden off of the whole Angola farm, which made things a lot better. And there I presumed that I would leave that institution that away.